putting them on my YouTube channel. I only have done 3 so far, but so they're there if you are interested in, if something peaks and feels really good and you want to go back to it, or even just to come back to the opening meditation, whatever you need. So let me start like this. You're all here, I believe, with a great welcoming and an honoring to you. This is, you know, a great time to share energy and to share practice and to be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you, Haley. Welcome. Good. And Sarah, welcome. Good. So let's take a moment. Oh, heart's here too. I'll turn that thing so we can see the heart too. And good. Okay. So we'll start. We're going to start with a beverage blessing. So if you have a water, a cup of tea, prepare it. And then take your hands out. I said this the other day. It's like magic fingers. Wiggle your fingers. Sit up tall. And if you can only see me, that's fine. If you see little boxes, then just feel that you're here all together. Bring your hands together. Take a big breath. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. And we're just going to offer it out to the people you're here, people you're with, the people who are not with you. You know, if you're practicing with your family here on this call, then send them love and energy and welcome. And then you can keep your hands up or you can place them in your lap. I'm going to light our candle and officially create our sacred space for practice. And so I'm using my matchbox with Krishna and Radha, the lovers. And, you know, beyond the lovers, they are the divine feminine and masculine. Whoops. That needs to work together within us, within nature, the powers of creation. You know, woman is divine, feminine is creative, but needs the divine masculine to come in. And that's the same in all of nature. And just honor and welcome all parts of yourself. So you can hold your hands up to the candle. If you have your own candle, light it. Take your hands and just feel the warmth of controlled fire we use to heat our homes and to cook our food. But beyond that, fire is the power of transformation, transformational energy. This candle will not look the same at the end of this practice. Okay, so thank you. And then you can take your hands together at your heart. You can hold them at your heart, place them together. You know, the right and the left come together as the masculine part of you, the divine feminine part of you, whether you're male or female. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. Feel the earth below you as you release yourself into this grounding earth energy. And then starting to press down into the floor, to the whatever support, lengthen yourself tall. And feel between the earth and the sky is your heart, your love energy. And then keeping this softness, gently open your eyes. If you have a drink, grab it, hold it in a different way than you normally would with a little bit of reverence. So I place it on one hand, hold it carefully, bring it in so you can feel if you have something warm, or you can look into your beverage, smile, and feel that this is nourishment you are inviting in, and the cooling of the waters or the warmth of your hot tea or whatever you have. And then breathing nice and gently and smiling and offering into this what you need right now. And so I offer myself calming energy and grounding, abundant love and compassionate kindness, presence, softness, introspection, creativity, connection, and gratitude and blessings. And as you feel ready, you can take this liquid into your mouth and just hold it there, feel it. And you might like sip it down in a couple swallows. whatever feels nice, to just make this a sacred offering beyond just taking a drink. And then feeling the effects of that nourishment just coming down your body, however it's doing that. And then feel free to take another drink if you wish, or set your beverage aside also with great reverence and gratitude, just the simple offering of a drink, and just set it aside. Good. Okay, I'm just going to choose a card for us. And all I want you to do here, my friends, is to also just be in this sacred space with me. We call on the powers of mantra and the cards to resonate somehow within us, or maybe we'll see what comes up. And so, oh, I don't know why they're all like just so apropos. Change is good. It opens up doors to new possibilities. And here we are. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Change is good. It opens up doors to new possibilities. Okay. And that's kind of what I was thinking today with our journaling. So you can just take your pen and paper and just have it like where you can see it. And it could just, a blank page is nice, and we'll just start with that. And I was just, my daughter has been working at Boston Pizza as a server, and she just loves it, and she can't wait to go back. And so yesterday we were talking, and I said, what if you can't go back? Like, what's next? And it's that, I saw her eyes when I said that, and she's like, oh, what are you talking about? Like, that just, it was not a possibility. But this is a time of intense transformation, and it's gonna be a long time before restaurants are full again, I think. So it is something to really think about. And so here we're gonna just start with this little bit of contemplation. So if you'd like to take, you can put your hat on, your shawl on, or you can hold your pen and just be here nice and quiet in your stillness for a few moments. And settling in, and I want you to, when you feel ready, then you're just going to write on this page, and you can do it any way. It could be a web, maybe you put your name in the middle of a circle, or you just write whatever comes to mind. But think of all the hats you wear right now. And even in your solitude, and maybe you still think of yourself as a coworker, or grandmother, aunt, parent, community, volunteer, anything. And then as you're ready to write, you might even start with the date just to kind of keep track. And so today is Sunday, April 12th, and you can write on your page. If you want to put the date, Sunday, April 12th, and then just start writing whatever comes to mind and the hats you wear. And again, I said, if that isn't your thing and you just want to doodle, that's fine too. Okay. So you might find, oh, they just start flowing. So I'll just give you like another minute or two, and if you'd like to add the moon cycle, I like to do so. We're just leaving the full moon, and it kind of looks like that, but it might be backwards for you. So we're just leaving the full moon, and a little bit of the dark moon is starting to come in. You can put that in, and then as you finish, just set your pen down and drop your gaze, look at what you wrote. And smile into all of that, all of who you are, and beyond. It's not beyond who you are, the hats you wear. Good. And then just choose like one. Maybe let's do this differently. Choose like the 4 that are the most important to you, and you can circle them, or even just maybe you only wrote down 4, but just choose the 4 that are the most important to you. And so I just kind of circled them, the 4 that I feel called to me right now. Good. And then just coming back and smiling into that, and this great gift of being, wearing that hat, and in relation to whoever that is to, your children, your partner, your parents, your grandchildren, your coworkers, whatever it feels. These hats are important. And then just to breathing into that great acknowledgement. Okay. And then maybe take a nice breath in. Breathe out through your mouth. Release your breath. Take your hands down by your sides, and we're just going to open as we are. If you're with somebody and you want to turn around and go back to back, then that's kind of nice. You could even hold hands or connect in some way. And then as you inhale, just reach up, open your arms up to the sky, lengthen yourself, do some magic fingers like we did at the very beginning, wiggle your fingers. And as you exhale, take one hand down to the floor, and you'll reach up and just lean over to the side, just open. If you're back to back, you might even, I've taken my hand and wrapped it around Heart's arm. Good, and then coming back up, take the other arm down, reach up nice and tall, and then crescenting over, maybe connecting with your partner back there if there's someone there. Good, and then exhale, come back. Good, let's take a little twist. So starting with the right hand on the floor, take the left hand all the way over. And if you have a partner here, then you could even take your hand and, wait, are you going the same way as me?
Oh, sorry.
And take your hand and just kind of hold your partner's thigh there, or just on the floor, just twist. Inhale and exhale, and just float straight over to the opposite side. So right hand comes over to the left knee, lengthen, twist. You can take your hand, left hand to your partner's thigh or knee if it's there. And inhale and exhale, come forward. And then I'm just going to turn to face. Give Heart a back rub. Just take your hands down to the floor and spread your fingers, plant them down. We're not doing forward fold, anything like that. I just want you to connect to the earth. You can have your eyes closed or just looking at your floor and just starting to press the hands down into the floor. And maybe as you inhale and as you exhale, you can soften. Just feel yourself plugging in to grounding energy. Even plant the pads of your fingers down, the baby, the pinky pad and the middle finger, ring finger, index, thumb. Just connecting. Start to soften your breath, your eyes, if they're open, just softening. And take one nice breath in. Exhale. We're going to lift these hands back up to the sky. As you inhale, just reach up. Maybe notice what your hands are doing. Reach up. And then just take a moment or two here. Connect to this sky energy, this openness, this You know, it's like, oh, what's up there? What am I feeling? Let's connect to that. That spaciousness and openness and the unknown above you. Inhale, and as you exhale, bring your hands together and into your heart space. So you take this middle place, as I said, between the earth and the sky into your own heart. You can keep your palms together as we bring in all parts of ourselves, the weak side, the strong side, the masculine side, feminine side, the right and the left. The parts of yourself you love and the parts of yourself you're learning to love. And you can keep your hands like this or cross them over your heart. And we'll open practice and we'll chant 3 times. And yes, last class we brought in the word love instead of Om. We're going to do that again. So we're just going to chant love 3 times. And we're going to do like just an ongoing, as one of us finishes, the other one's just going to start. So almost like an Om bath, but a love bath. And it might even be more than 3. We'll see what happens. So just chant your love one after the other, call it in, send it out. And so we'll start with a nice full breath in. Pause here, my friends. Lift up right into your lungs. Lift up from the earth energy. Let's open ourselves and exhale completely. Let's do one more, just full breath in. Lift up from the floor. Lift up through the sides of your waist. Soften your shoulders. Smile. Take in more air. Lift up, soften, take in more air, and exhale completely. Take just a normal breath in and out. Feel yourself preparing, and then we'll inhale for our first love. Inhale. Love. Okay, stay in your stillness. If your hands are together in Anjali Mudra, keep the pinky side together. Just create like a little opening on the thumb side. And then just feel like you can receive the love in your heart into your hands. Just smile that in. Fill that up. And then just as if you're holding something precious, keep space in the hands, thumbs come together. We're just going to send it out to all these little boxes of people here. Just open your hands out, send it out. Send it out to, you know, the people that you represent by the hats you wear. Send out love. Send it out. And then release your hands to the floor. Let's connect one more time to this earth grounding energy. Soften yourself down. Even if you start to slouch a little bit, let your head go. But keep this great connection with your hands on the floor. So widen your fingers. Take them nice and wide. Open your hands. Okay? Open hands, open heart, open breath. So as you move through your days, my friends, and things start to feel heavy, notice how you've placed your hands. You start to make fists, you know, you're clenching your breath, you're closing your heart. Work really hard at opening your hands. Notice your habits. And take one more breath in here. And breathe out. Okay, from here I'm going to take you into a downward facing dog. If that feels too much, it could be child's pose. It's Just something to get your head below your heart. So moving in, just, you know, you've created sacred space. Stay soft. Stay connected to your breath, to your body. Create for yourself a grounding through your hands. So you spread your fingers. You anchor the heels of your hands. Anchor the pads of your fingers if you can. The pinky pad, the middle finger pad, the ring, the index, and the thumb. And then feel free to wiggle your hips a little bit. Rock a little bit front to back. Let your heads go. Okay. Starting maybe to pedal your feet, but really think about lifting your heels as high as possible and pressing them down to the earth as much as possible. So you are connecting your hands and your feet with earth energy, with your presence, and with your practice. Okay, and then what I want you to do here is settle in. So if you're in child's pose, let your head go. Maybe you can see your feet, your thighs. And feel free to widen your feet. Okay, anchoring your feet so you lift your arches. That might mean lifting your toes. Be strong in your arms. So push from the shoulders to the heels of your hands. Relax your face. Okay, feel your heart space. What's it doing? Is it pressing to the back of your chest or is it dropping down? Take one more breath in your strength, in your grounding, in your presence, and then exhale and release your knees to the floor. Tops of the feet to the floor, send your hips back. Drop your head down into child's pose, everybody. And then as you come down, you can turn your palms to face up or bring your hands together. Rest your head on your hands if you need to. And just breathe here. Okay, feel the open soles of your feet. In this position of prostration, offer your heart, offer your heaviness, offer your breath. I surrender. I am open. I am grounding. I am releasing. I feel your heart space moving, or any parts of you that are moving with your breath. Become aware of them. Receive them. Any parts of you that are feeling kind of crunchy here, or did I see you? You can even name them. Like, I see you right hip. I see you lower back. I connect with you here. In the sacred space I've created for myself to be. Capital B, capital E. Take one more breath in. Release this breath. Come up to your hands and your knees. And then set yourself nice. If you need something underneath your knees, set it up nice. Okay, spread your fingers, anchor your hands. You might even separate your knees apart a little bit more than normal. Tuck your toes under. And then moving into cat-cow, just feel this moving of the heart, of the belly, moving back and moving forward, like you're pressing yourself back up to the sky as you drop your head, and you're lowering your belly, your heart to the floor as you lift. Right. And then once you're in this nice, really conscious cat-cow, see if you can incorporate the shoulders in some way, the hands in some way, and it's going to feel really nice when you're in the cow portion with the belly up to the sky to push your hands down and away. You might even feel your feet come in and connect to this too. Okay. Okay, we're going to do just one more, just like this, whatever it is you're doing. And then we're going to drop the belly down into our cow pose. So you just let your belly, heart drop. Move your shoulders away from your ears. You might shift forward a little bit so your shoulders just come forward towards your wrists. Good. And now start to add in a little bit of belly, just a little bit, just to support your low back. Good. And now look up. Okay, send your hips back towards your heels. Keep looking up as you do that, so the belly can really drop. And then once you get to that place, wherever your hips are at your heels, walk your hands forward more. Melt your heart to the floor. And you might need to throw something underneath your chest or your head or your chin. That's fine. Some of you might get your forehead to the floor. Just feel this great dropping of your belly. And start to move a little bit side to side, just as if you're looking to drop that belly and heart a little bit closer to the floor. You're just looking for space. And then just release yourself in wherever you've gotten. Just take 3 beautiful breaths here. Again, feel your breath move through you. Any body parts talking to you. Good. Take one more breath in and out. Okay. Anchor your hands into the floor. Now walk your hands back. And we're going to come to sit on the toes. Okay, if this is no good for you, you modify whatever you need to do. And then here, take your arms out to the side. Take the right arm over top of the left. Give yourself this big hug so you can even walk your hands around, and then just move yourself a little bit front to back. I'm going to make this quick because I know being on your toes is never joyful. So from here, slide your hands. Keep contact with your arms. Grab opposite elbows. I'm going to come down. You're just going to take your arms up and over your head. You reach up and you press the elbows into, sorry, I'm coming back on my toes. Press the elbows into the hands. The hands pull back, lift your heart, and exhale, open your arms out to the side, take your hands down to the floor, and then downward facing dog. And just, from here, downward dog, pigeon toe your feet, so turn your heels out. You can always bend your knees, they might even come to touch, it's all fine. Good. Okay, and then you can make your feet normal again, whatever that is for you. Take a nice breath in and out. Okay, press your hands, heels of your hands down. Your heart space will lift. Draw your belly in and then press back as if your heart wants to touch your thighs. Even if your knees are bent, you might get your heart to your thighs. And then exhale, release your knees to the floor. We're coming back to child's pose. Maybe you bring the knees together, feet together. Send the hips back, lower yourself down. Okay, knees and feet together just brings more pressure to the belly, but you do what feels good and what gives you grounding. Feel your breath. Feel it move through you. Say hello to anything that's talking to you with loving, compassionate kindness. Yoga is love. There's no question, You who are here and who are here, so often, and even if whatever you get on your mat on your own, it's amazing. This is an act of love. So feel this great compassionate love surround you, fill yourself into your heart, send it out. Okay, and then walking your hands back, and we're just going to come to sit on the tops of the feet. I'm just going to do the opposite side of all of that. So arms out to the side. I really stretch my fingers. I'm opening. Lift your heart. Take your left arm over the right. Grab hold of whatever's behind there. Walk them in. And then oh, I love you so much. Hug yourself. Good. And then slide your hands along your arms. Grab opposite elbows. Lift them up and over your head. Press the elbows out into the hands, and the hands pull back. Maybe you can lift your heart more, drop your shoulders, smile, breathe. Okay, maybe the heart can move back. That's going to give you a little bit more in this, if that works. And inhale, exhale, release your hands all the way down to the floor. Walk them forward, come back to your downward facing dog. Okay, pedal your feet. We're going to lift a leg in the air, so start to walk your big toes to touch. And as you inhale, lift your right leg right up, just sweep it up, push the heels of the hands away, take your gaze, look at your left thigh. Maybe you lift and lower your left heel a few times. See if you lift the heel, can you get the leg higher? Just for fun. Good. All right, and then release, take it down. Good, bring your knees to the floor. I'm gonna sit on my toes again because it's really great for the feet. Just place your hands on your thighs, palms up or palms down. Sit up tall, smile, breathe. If you haven't sat on your toes for a while, they might be saying, what the heck? But just smile, I see you toes. Good, come back, hands to the floor. Drop your belly, let's take a cow pose. And then take a cat. And then take a cow, so you drop your belly, lift your chin, move your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, and as you exhale, press up and back, downward facing dog. Adjust whatever you need, bring the big toes to touch. And inhale, lift the left leg up nice and high. Feel the heels of the hands push away. Maybe you lift and lower the right heel a few times. Just keep feeling in and take one more breath. And then release. And we're gonna come into plank. So you're welcome to put your knees on the floor, that's fine. Move your shoulders over your wrists. Okay, if you can see me, I'm gonna lift my tush up as high as my shoulders. Take one more breath. And then exhale, knees to the floor. Send it back, child's pose. Knees together or apart. And breathe. Okay, so here in child's pose, we're just offering breath to the back body, to the lungs, and taking an opportunity to just feel. You lift your leg up in the air like that. How does that feel? So good. Good. Take one more breath in and out. Good. Take your hands to the floor. Come up to your hands and your knees. Okay. From here, we're going to come into like shoulder dog. So walk your hands forward a little bit. Spread your fingers. Look at your hands. Anchor the pads of the fingers. Turn your inner elbows to face out. You can do that. Lower your forearms to the floor. Now press them up. Now take them down. Now one more. We're going to do this in downward dog next maybe. Okay, then now bring your elbows in towards each other. Just walk them in. Bring your hands together, interlace your fingers. Okay, take the pinky that's on the bottom, just tuck it underneath so that the pinkies are together. Bring your elbows together again. Okay, now look between your hands, press the forearms apart without moving them. You just push. You're gonna get into your shoulders, tuck your toes under, draw your belly in. Exhale, press up and back, downward dog on your forearms. Push the arms down and away. Tuck your chin into your chest. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Push the upper arms away. Maybe you lift and lower your heel. Good, take it down, go straight to the other side. Lift your left leg up. Good, push away. Breathe. And release. Good, come down on your knees, sit on your heels, release your hands, come back up. Good, I'm just gonna turn. Good, take a moment, feel, open your arms out to the side, stretch your fingers, right arm over the left. This time we're gonna bring the palms together. So I'm just leaning in, okay? So you either can take your palms together, you can hold on to your thumb, hey, hold on to your thumb, or you can double wrap. So I turn the palms out, and then I bring them together again. Okay, so lift your elbows if you can, soften. You can start to move your hands away from your head. Take a breath. You want to turn a little bit side to side. That's good. All good. Movement is good. So everyone, yeah. Good. Okay, come back to your center. Release. Reach up, just because the arms are going to want to do that anyway. Good. Exhale. Take your hands down to the floor. Now I'm going to rock the hips over to your right. So you might just rock over. You might put your hand down, but if you want a little extra hip, no hands. take them down. Good, let your legs come apart. Put the right hand down, reach the left arm up, crescent over. We're gonna floss into your lungs. So you just open your chest to the sky. You can take the arm back. Now turn to face the floor and just reach. And the hand that's on the floor is gonna push down and away. Okay, so we can just do this, breathing and opening. And if you wanna turn this into a full circle of your arm, find your dance. Let's separate the legs a little bit so we have the right foot touching the left knee. And just start to really feel that this is about your rib cage. So there is a cat and there is a cow. So as you take the arm forward, you feel you tuck in, then you lift up and you open your chest. Okay, I'm gonna make this a little deeper. So I'm gonna take the hand to my head. So I'm just moving my elbow and not really circling, but it's more about opening. So if that's too much for you, you go wherever you need to be. Just opening and closing. We're gonna do one more. Good, and then we're just gonna release the left hand to the floor, both hands to the floor, walk them behind you. Yes, okay, I'm gonna turn, but you stay as you are. Anchor your hands when you get to your place. Push the floor down and away. Draw your belly in. Turn more of your chest to the right if you can, even your head to the right. Maybe you can walk your hands a little bit more if there's space. Use the floor. Use your hands. Might be cat, might be cow. Whatever it is, you're doing great. Now it's just about sending the breath. Noticing where the breath gets constricted. Good. Okay, let's go for it. So take your right forearm down, take the left forearm down, palms together. Now we have the forearms on the floor. You're gonna push down and to the left. And then you might even add the shoulder. So the left shoulder kind of pulls forward. And you get a little bit more into that side of your left side, somewhere there. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more breaths and you can stay where you are. You can widen your elbows, palm over palm, and you put your forehead on your hands, and you can turn your head to look to the right or the left, whatever you need. And here, if you've come all the way down, even if you haven't, can you soften somewhere? Like melt into this and just receive the gift of your breath in this twist. Let your jaw go, your eyes go, the back of your heart go. And we're just going to take 2 more breaths. Good. And then we're going to come out, just going to walk your hands out. I want to keep the right forearm on the floor. So if that means bringing it forward, that's fine. And then we're just going to reach the left arm up. And this time it's going to come all the way over your head. That right forearm, I know you can't see me, I'm just going to push it down and away, and I'm going to crescent a little bit more into the left. You might look up if that's good. My left hip is dropping towards the floor. Good. And then you can circle this left arm behind you. You get this nice opening. If that's too much, you might even hold the back of your head here. It might give you more. I don't know. See how it is. Good. And then release. And we're going to come out. Okay. We're going to come back up and go over to the left side. And maybe you do this with no hands. So you might put the left shin on top, adjust, come up, adjust, move your legs, your feet over, drop the hips. That's good practice. You know, you're like, oh, I don't know what to do today. Do this. Like that is just, you know, good work. So here we are. Put your left hand down, open your legs, left foot at the right knee. Then reach your right arm up and then just crescent over. Okay, spread the fingers of the left hand. Open palm, open heart, open breath. Good. And then we're just gonna start to floss. So you can open behind you. Nice inhale there and exhale, turn to face the floor, reach. We're just twisting the chest. You know, you're moving your little wings. Arms are your wings. And just open and close. And then if you want to turn this into a circling, you can even close your eyes because it's about how it feels for you. Doing your own little sacred dance. Just opening. Yes. Good. I'm going to do one more like this, and I'm going to take the hand behind the head, which makes things more crunchy, but also more interesting, maybe. To thine own self be true. It's the great part about honoring your practice is to feel into what your body is talking to you. And sometimes, it's just like, okay, I see you. I see you left shoulder. I see you right shoulder. Good. And then we're going to turn to the floor, release both hands to the floor. Yeah, walk them around wherever you can get to. And then once you get to your place, you spread your fingers, anchor, push the floor down in a way. It's a bit of cow pose, or cat, sorry, the belly's going back. Then I push the floor more towards the camera and turn a little bit more. Then maybe you can walk your hands a little bit more. And then use your hands. Maybe you press back, you drop your head, drop your right hip, just feel. Maybe for you, I want to just move a little bit in this place here. Just feel that. It's like flossing your insides and regenerating. Good. Okay, and then we're going to drop. So left forearm comes down, then the right one full twist. Palms together. And then you can turn your head towards your left if that works. Kind of feel. Use the forearms like we did in our forearm dogs. You push down and towards the front of the camera again. That'll be to the right. Turn your head. And then you can add the right shoulder, just pull it forward. And release, release, release. And widen your arms, drop down if that's there for you, head any place that feels good. Release your heart, the back of your heart, your jaw, your breath. I'm just getting very, very soft. Whatever you can soften into here. And we're going to kind of come out. You're going to keep the left forearm down on the floor. So if you need to walk forward, whatever you need to do. And then we'll take the right arm up and over. And you just kind of crescent here. Use the left forearm. Push it away. You can start to drop your right hip towards the floor. Open. Maybe you need to kind of pull the left shoulder back. If you're sinking too much, and be in your body. Breath. And then inhale and come all the way back up. Good. Just bring your feet in front of you or cross-legged or out, whatever you need. Just take your hands to the floor and just feel the breath and your great presence here. This is the great thing about getting on your mat and really listening. Yoga is a work in, not necessarily a work out. It's a work in. You'll feel your inner work that you've done. Good. Okay. Take one more breath in and out. Let's pause for reverence. Just bring your palms together as if you're bringing together all the parts of yourself, all this great love that's being offered. Smile. Good. Okay. We're going to find our way to our hands and our knees. So however you need to do that, then do that and spread your fingers. We're going to come onto the forearms again. So you might do it from here, but I did promise we would do it through downward dog. I promised. So walk your hands forward so you have this nice bit of an angle. And you spread your fingers, plant the pads of the fingers down like your little tiger paws, the heels of your hands. Inhale, let's move it into cat, arch to the sky. And then exhale, melt to the floor, move the shoulders away from the ears, push the hands down, tuck your toes under. Inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Now feel free to walk your feet in a little bit if you need to. Turn your inner elbows to face front and then melt them down. See if you can get them down at the same time. Oh, so challenging. And then maybe back up. You could do this on your knees too. Maybe back down. I'm gonna do one more, like these like little forearm push-ups. I mean, you know, you see I'm not going all the way down, but that's okay. And then take them all the way down, palms together, opposite interlace, walk your elbows in, tuck the pinky in, push down into the forearms and out, drop your head, drop your jaw, stick your tongue out. Yes, okay, I'm gonna do some donkey kicks here, so this is kind of fun. Lift your heels as high as they can. Maybe you walk your feet in or together, bend your knees. Now I'm gonna push the forearms down and away, take my tush back a little bit so I can look forward. Looking forward is gonna anchor my shoulders. Then I give a little hop. Little hop. Just kicking yourself in the butt. Yes, and then come down. This time child's pose with your arms back, backs of the hands to the floor, hold on to your feet. Let your shoulders drop, your jaw drop. If your head touches the floor, groovy. If it doesn't, that's okay, or throw something underneath. Feel your breath. So I have my knees together, but yogi's choice always. Good. Okay, one more breath in and out. Take your hands to the floor. Press yourself up. Good. Okay, I'm gonna come up onto my knees. Take my hands at my heart, come up. I'm gonna step the right foot forward, just like this. And then I'm gonna start to just sway front and back. If it's too much for you, put your hands on your knee or your thigh. Let's move front to back, lubricate. Yes, and then we're gonna come forward. I'm gonna take my hands to the floor, tuck your back toes under, lift the leg up. Okay, notice my hips are not sinking. Lift. Left hand to the floor, maybe you turn it out a little bit. Bring your right arm up to the sky. Reach, press through your back heel. Exhale, take the right hand down to the inside of this leg, walk it around, pivot your feet straight. Yeah, inhale, lift your chin and your chest, and exhale, fold down in between your legs. And feel free to bend your knees, wiggle, whatever feels good. Yeah, look at your feet. You want to kind of pigeon toe them in just slightly. And then your hands can walk between your feet, or if you want to grab your ankles, whatever you like. Breathe here. Descend the crown of the head to the floor. This is upside down. Good. Take one more breath. Okay, we're going to go to the second side. So put your hands on the floor, lift your head and your heart. Now, if you don't want to come all the way up, I'm going to come all the way up to standing and do it from there. Just feel free to walk your hands over to the right. But otherwise, really ground your legs, take your hands to your hips, come up to standing. Now pivot your right foot to point straight, turn your left foot. You're going to bring the knee down, so bring your hands together, take the knee down to the floor. Yeah, okay, and then we're just going to go back to this front to back. You can put your hands on your thigh if you wish. Just rocking. Again, I'm just going to go straight to the twist here. So you tend your energy forward, bend the right knee. Take your left hand to the floor. Am I saying this wrong? We're on the other side. Okay, you're with me, I know. So opposite hand to the floor, lift the same arm up as that knee that's in front of you. Straighten your back leg and twist. Breathe here. Be strong in your legs. Push into the floor with your feet, your hand, and the hand that's reaching up is reaching. Good, and then exhale, bring that hand down to the inside of your foot. Turn around, back to wide-legged, where right and left don't matter. Inhale, and then exhale, just fold down between your legs. This is a great grounding pose. Okay, we're gonna add the feet. So pigeon toe your feet a bit, lift your toes, look at your arches lift, press the thighs back. Yeah, And then exhale, fold down if you haven't yet. Breathe. So the hands can walk between the legs. I spread the fingers, I anchor down, and I push the floor forward. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Press your inner thighs to the outer thighs and all the way down. Good. Okay, walk your hands forward, come back up. Let's just do a little shoulder love here. So put the right hand underneath your face, left hand to the left hip. Press the right hand down, your heart will lift, and then start to twist towards the left. Now your left hand can just go flat onto your sacrum, or you can lift it up in the air. And then exhale, release, put the left hand down where the right one is. Right hand to your hip. Anchor down with the left hand. Start to turn. Okay, right hand can go to the sacrum, open or reach up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, release. Good, okay, one more. Turn your left foot out, so about 30 degrees. Walk your hands to the left, bend into your left knee. Okay, maybe you stay here, or you lift the sole of the right foot up, point the right toes up. Okay, maybe you can drop down here, but it doesn't matter. Be where you are. When you're ready to come out, just go back to hands on the floor, legs straight. Maybe you can bring the hands together. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Good, okay, we're gonna go opposite side. So hands down, or if you wanna challenge yourself, no hands. Okay, then straighten out those left toes, turn the right toes out, walk over, be here, or lift the left foot up, drop down. Okay, and then you be here, hands together, whatever you need. It's always practice, never perfect. Hearts on dog duty. Good, breathe. Okay, and then we're gonna come back to center. Maybe there's no hands. You just see, oh, is it possible? I don't know. It's all good. Turn your feet straight, inhale. Exhale, we'll just fold down here one more time, last time here. Soften your glutes. Okay, and then from here, we're just gonna walk back around, downward facing dog, whichever side that is for you. Downward dog. Okay, so we're gonna do side plank. We did this last time, and I'll just talk you through different modalities. Come into your plank. I wiggle my feet back. Notice my hips not dropping. That's better for my shoulders. Turn your right hand out a little bit. Pivot both feet over to the right. Okay, now you can step your left foot forward, or you keep them stacked. Take your left hand to your hip or reach up and just breathe. Smile wherever you are. If you have IT band, you might really like the foot on the floor. Good, and then release, back to your plank. Turn the left hand out, roll over onto the left side. Cross the right foot over, or don't, and reach up and breathe. Shaking is okay. Good, release. Come all the way down onto your tummy. Great gratitude. Palm over palm. Rest your forehead or turn your head. And breathe. Oh. Feel your heartbeat. Notice your breath. You know, it's an exhilarated heartbeat, an exhilarated breath. You know, you might be breathing hard, your heart might be beating, but you're not red in the face. And if I said, let's do it again, you probably could do it. This is great, I love this about yoga. It's exhilarating. And okay, take a full breath in and out. And then just drop in. Feel your body. Good. Okay. Well, I feel a Dhanurasana before a child's pose. So you can maybe walk your legs apart a little bit and bend your knees and then roll your ankles. It's always good practice all day, every day. And then you can stay here. You can move it, just take it into a cobra if you wish, or reach back, grab your feet. Maybe it's one at a time, maybe both. Flex your toes, push the feet into the hands till you feel your shoulders lift. like you're flying. And that might just be it. You might kind of squeeze the legs towards each other. You don't have to touch. Or you keep going. Maybe your thighs lift, heart lifts, and you breathe like you're flying. And you love it. I'm rocking because it's fun. And then release. Okay, feel your breath. You're like, oh, that was so good. I want to do it again. Do it. And if you're like, oh, child's pose, then that's the next pose. And so as you're ready, you come back. Maybe this time for child's pose, we'll grab a blanket. You just shove it right into your low belly so that when you come up and over, we really send breath into the back. So I'm not even going to put my head on the floor here. I just really want to feel that I can send this breath where it needs to go. Good. Good. Just melt in, take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to come up to sitting, and again, sit any way that feels good. Legs out in front of you or wide open. Good. Okay. And just take a few moments. You might put your hands on the floor. I brought my soles of my feet together and just start rubbing my feet because I love that. So whatever works for you is fine. Just feeling in, and I'm just going to take 2 forward folds here. So let's do the first one. Actually, let's do Janu Shirshasana. So we'll keep the right leg folded in and we'll extend the left leg. And then make it whatever you need. Okay. And then take your hands behind your back, open your heart. Good. Just soften yourself down to the earth. Good. Walk your hands to the inside, and I'm just going to be here for just 3 breaths. As you come forward, just feel even if the back of your seat lifts up a little bit. Notice any stretching you feel and soften your heart. Good. And that's just to ground the legs. So we're going to come up and just turn yourself to look over your left leg here, and then walk yourself out over that. Wherever you need to go here. You want the right hand to cross over, that's totally up to you. And just being in a place where you can release your head. Feel your breath. Without desiring anything more than your body is offering you today. Being in a place where you can smile and breathe. And then before we leave this, I want you to really feel the parts of you that are opening and where the breath is being sent to. Okay. And then slowly walking yourself out of this. You might keep your head dropping or chin bowed, eyes closed, just coming back to center, and just feel yourself being grounded no matter how deep you go in that pose. Okay, I'm just going to do a little Las Vegas showgirl. So I'll take the right hand down and the left arm comes up, and I'll just sweep the left foot down and then just rise up. You can open yourself here. You can turn and stretch this left arm over your head. And then come back down. Okay, we're going to switch sides. I'm going to bring my hands together at my heart to do that. So just reverence, and then adjust whatever you need. Adjust your foot, your thigh, your props. If you're sitting on something, take your hands behind your back once you're settled. Just release, feel. And And then as you're ready, just walk your hands forward again. Just coming into that place where you feel the inner thigh or inner leg kind of plug in, and fronts of your groins kind of plug in. So, or come forward. You feel your seat lift. Whatever it is here, it's this plugging in. And then you'll walk yourself upright, turn to face this right leg. And inhale, release yourself forward. As you exhale, just walk in to that place where your head can go. You can breathe. And you don't need to go that deep to feel. If you want to cross the left arm over that right foot, then that's fine too. It's really asking yourself, like, where can I be where I can smile, my jaw is relaxed, my eyes are relaxed. Notice any tension in your jaw, the teeth stuck together, or whatever it is, any tension, and just softly, lovingly, compassionately being with the flow of your breath and into the sensations. And just taking one more beautiful breath. And then again, lovingly releasing yourself, and maybe the eyes stay closed. You stay very present to whatever this is. Okay. I'm just going to open the legs, both legs out to Upavishta. Okay, and then here, depending, you might sit up on something, you might not. You might take your hands behind your back, actually lift my seat up and just kind of press forward. Whatever it is. Okay, and then in this pose, my Sunday morning yogis, I've been doing this quite a bit when we were person to person, to press the heels down and really activate your feet. So for quick refresher, I anchor the heels, the knees might lift a little bit. Then I spread my toes and I'm pulling from the inner arch. The inner arch is lifting and the baby toe edge out. So my legs are super engaged because of my feet. And then just breathing here. If that's too much, let it go. It's all fine. It's never perfect. It's always practice. And then allow yourself to fold forward here. And again, it doesn't need to be anything more than what's being offered. So you can let the head go. I take my arms wide. You might sway if that feels nice. Sometimes that swaying can walk you in further. So just finding your place here where you can receive the grounding energy of your legs touching the earth. If your heels are active, all these sayings come from somewhere. And I said it in class the other day, she dug her heels, or he dug his heels in and was not budging. So that just is an indication of this is a place that we're meant to anchor in, to tap into this earth energy. So if that works for you, you're going to feel your legs engaged in some place. You really are activating your feet. And if that's too much, just let it go. It's all fine. The work is happening. We say that this practice is practice for life because this body's always changing. There's always new things to learn. And as I say that, I look at the card I chose at the very beginning. Change is good. It opens up doors to new possibilities. So if you're someone who's like, I'll never get my chest to the floor, well, self-fulfilling prophecy. But if you go, if I work this, if I'm in this pose every day for 5 minutes, in 10 years, it's not going to look the way it is now. This is all embracing practice. Embracing this body and with compassionate, loving kindness. Okay, and then taking one more breath. Release out. Walk yourself upright. And we're just going to sit for a few moments. If you want to go straight to Shavasana, that's fine. Otherwise, just bring yourself back to your sit. I'm going to offer you one more little journaling exercise. So, you know, your pad and paper, you can bring it close to you, and you might want to draw a line under what you did, or, you know, start a new page. We're just going to go a little deeper. So set yourself up for a comfortable sit for a moment, and or lie down, whatever you feel you need to do. And then we'll just maybe bring your hands together as you bring together all the parts of yourself, everything right here. Just, you can keep some space between your hands as you are holding your heart in front of your heart. Okay, I'm going to go very deep. So don't, you know, if you don't have nothing comes to mind right now, this is this great gift of this staycation for the nation, is this gift of creative practice. So here, beyond the hats you wear, who am I? Who are you at the core of your heart? Who are you? And here you're going to write things like love, creatress, healer, lover. You know, anything that you are. I am peacemaker. You know, I am quiet. I'm introspective. I'm emotional. I'm lonely. I'm present. And just writing down all the words that come to mind, even if it's like, oh, I don't know where that came from. Just write. Just take your pen and just thinking all the things, who am I? So whatever you write is what you write. You don't judge it. You don't even need to read it. Whatever it is. Practitioner, creatress, priestess, goddess. If that feels weird to you, that's okay. Present, open, kind, compassionate, connected. Whatever it is. So different than the hats you wear, we go deeper. Okay, once you have completed that list, then we're just going to bring the hands. So we've been doing this open palm to open palm. I'm going to have you turn them down, leave a space. Like you can even keep some space if you want. They don't even have to touch. If they want to touch, it's fine. A little bit of space, fine. I am container. I am embodied. I am grounded. I am compassionate love. I am one. I'm united. I am learning. I am exploring. I am explorer. And then staying in your meditation, if you wish to cover yourself or cover your head, and you can stay there, or you can do all that and bring yourself into Shavasana, whatever you feel called to do here. I'm going to hold this sacred space for you. So we can rest however we need. And just feeling in. You want to cover your eyes, cover your eyes. And use your arms, your hair, your hat. And just receive this gift of space to simply be, capital B, capital E. However you wish to be. If you're in Shavasana, please Take the time to make it so lovely and supportive. Honor your body. If you're sitting in meditation, you need to sit on something or wrap yourself up or place something over your legs to warm you, do that. If you want to take a drink of the beverage you blessed before you fall in, do that. Just feel that you are honoring yourself at every little thing you do to take care of yourself. And wherever you are, noticing any tension in your jaw, your tongue, your third eye, and your two eyes. Softening the back of your neck, back of your shoulders, your wings, your heart space, your solar center, and your pelvic floor. Just feeling your breath moving through you. And this great gift of prana and energy. Your breath, which connects you, your air inside to the air outside, as within, as without, as above, as below, as the universe to the soul. And feeling that you've taken off for this moment all the hats. If you need to name them and set them aside, do that. So you drop into the essence of you as divine love, as divine presence. Compassionate kindness. So knowing you can stay in your rest for as long as you need to, you don't need to come out right now. And if you feel ready, then again, consciously connecting to the flow of your breath and letting that flow of your breath invite in any movements that you need. And we didn't spend any time on your back, and if you're there and you want to hug the knees in or happy baby or whatever you feel you need. It's really taking your time, and as you move into the fetal position, just staying there for like at least 1 to 3 breaths. And then we'll just meet in seated or not. And stay as you are. You're moving into your seated posture. Just notice where you've placed your hands, however you're holding them. An open palm, open heart, open breath. And feeling yourself breathing in and out through your hands. If you have your hands placed in anywhere that you can even feel, if they're close towards each other, you can feel the breath and the prana moving between them, whatever works. Just being very present to your own experience, to anything you're feeling, anything that's arising. And if there's something you need to write down, you can even start a new page. If something comes up, maybe you have feeling inspired or just need to get something out. With compassionate kindness for yourself, compassionate, loving kindness. Could even be your mantra for the day, compassionate, loving kindness. Okay. From here, in some way, maybe you start to bring the hands together and maybe they come right together, or there's space, or you cross them over your heart. You're going to know. Just feel into your own intuition and sacredness of your space and your presence in this moment. And if you're seated with me, or even if you're still lying down, you can do this too. And lengthen yourself in some way. Exhale, release your breath. If you're seated, you'll bow your chin. If you're lying down, soften your jaw. Melt the back of your head, your heart more to the floor. And then just as we open practice, just feeling your breath, your energy, what's changed, and how you are right now. And just simply be. As you begin your next breath, lengthen yourself. Exhale completely. And we'll join together in our May We Be Blessed mantra. Inhale.
May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy.
And we'll just send that out once again to our loved ones, to those that are manning the front lines. And some of you are here with us and know that you are honored and loved and appreciated. Our prayers are for your safety and your continued good health. And we'll seal that with one love that we will just send it out. I'm going to open my hands out, just send it out. You're welcome to bring it in if you need it. We inhale. Bring your hands back together. And as you inhale, touch your index fingers to your third eye, bow your chin. And as you exhale, touch your thumbs to your heart. Bring your index or your middle fingers up to your lips. Give them a little kiss. Lift your chin and open your eyes. With great honoring for every single one of you here on this call. With great love in my heart. Namaste, my friends. I'm just going to come close. Thank you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Thank you. I see you. Namaste, guys. Namaste. Namaste, Gail and Claudette and Catherine. Yeah, Sue and Ann and Mary Jane and Lindsay and Sally and Ian and Sharon. Nice guys. And who else did I say? Did I miss? Marta and Carol and David and Grant and Deb and Sarah and maybe Nathan. And Paula is here. Haley, thank you guys. I love you. I love you deeply. Yes. Good.